Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this tutorial, I will show how to do schematic-only porting while resizing the devices without using lookup tables, just by use the parameter mapping feature. So again, I will start with my reference project and my reference library. So this is the design I am going to export. It is a test bench of an amplifier circuit. And I will go to ADT menu, choose porting, and export design. I have already exported this design before. I'll just overwrite it. Notice that the name of the exported folder is the same as the name of the top level cell. So I'll choose this. It will tell me I'm going to override this. I'll click yes. And then I will remove the lookup tables directory. I don't need lookup tables here. And I will also skip the operating point simulation. I'll click OK. And the design is being exported. The progress is shown here. And here it is done successfully. Now I will go to the target project. Again, this can be a completely different project in a completely different PDK. I will go to ADT menu, porting, and import design. The first thing is to select the exported design folder. So I will go to my ref.proj and select this folder that I have just exported. So I'll choose it. Next, I need to create a new config file or load an existing config file. Again, this config file stores all the porting settings that we are going to define together now. So I will start with a new file from scratch just to show you how to do everything from the beginning, but later on you can have a template and just directly use this template without doing all the settings from scratch. So now I will give this a name. So I'm doing without LUTs, but I'm gonna resize my design. So this is a resized design. I'll save this. So this is the porting wizard. Again, here I choose my target library. So this is my editable target library, and this is my technology library. And I will give my design a name. So I will give it without LUTs, but resized. And I will also choose schematic only porting because I'm not going to do any lookup table based resizing. So in the sizing rules, I can skip it because I'm not gonna use the lookup tables here. And also for the LUT mapping, I can skip it. So I can click next. And here I go to cells without LUTs. This is blank. I go to cells without LUTs. So this is my target cell. I can choose the target cell that I want. So in this case, let's do the same trick. I will go here to the 7-terminal device, and I will go here to the 6-terminal device to show you the pin mapping process. So I will do the pin mapping. These are the extra pins. I will connect them to the correct label. So this is ground, this is VDD, and this is ground. I will save this so it will turn to white. And here I will do the same. This is VDD and this is ground. So I'm done here. And I want to play with the parameter mapping. So I don't want to use the same sizing. I want to change the sizing. So I will define the target length, for example, to be half the reference length, and the same for the finger width. So now I'm scaling down my design, dividing every channel length and every width by a factor of 2. So I will save this. I will do the same for the NMOS device. So I will divide the width per finger by 2, divide the length by 2, and I click save. And now I have everything ready. I click next, and the porting starts. So it is done just in a second. The porting is done successfully. And if you click next here, you can see what happened. So these are the devices in my circuit. So it shows you this is the reference value and this is the target value. So we can see the length is divided by 2, indeed, as we requested, and the width per finger is also divided by 2. So this is correct. I divided this by 2 and divided this by 2. Here the width per finger, again divided by 2. Again here divided by 2. So now let's check the schematic itself. So I'll just minimize this. I'll go to the schematic here. I will open my reference schematic, and I will open my target schematic. Okay, so this is the PMOS device. Let's check this one. We can see that extra pins here are connected to the labels that we have selected, and we can see that L is indeed divided by 2. The width per finger is also indeed divided by 2. If I click Q here, these are the properties of the original design, and if I click Q here, these are the properties of the new design. So here I have different lengths, different widths per finger, and also different total widths. Okay, so let's check also the NMOS device. So let's check this tail current source. So again, here I have extra pins connected properly to the labels, and the length here is 1 micron. This is 500 nanos, for example. And the width per finger here has also changed. So I have successfully changed the parameters of my design. And again, all of this without using the lookup tables, and I'm done with the porting process.